Okay, this is Little Switzerland. It's incredible. And we're going to go to our left here. And what this is it's going to take us to what is it? Diamondback. It's going to take us to Diamondback. Okay, this is the Blue Ridge Pkwy here, and we're going to go to the Diamondback, which will be to my right, and this is South 226A. South 226A. You got to go 226A in order to get on the Diamondback. And these little restaurants here are really good. I had one of the best chicken salad sandwiches in one of these restaurants I've ever eaten. And they got the craft stores. All right, you see one of our first signs right here. This has got more curves. That's a pretty steep curve there. This is pretty sharp. This has got more curves than Tail of the Dragon, but they're not quite as bad as Tail of the Dragon. Now that's pretty sharp right there, I'll tell you that. Now when you've been riding the Blue Ridge Pkwy, this is a whole different experience here because you got some really wicked curves. And I'll get you the stats on this right here because I can't remember all the details on it, but I've rode it before and I got a video on it too. You really got to be careful on this right here because those are some wicked turns right there. The Parkway, theirs are extended out. Yeah, this is a nice little store right here. Now, with stores and things like that, when you're on something like this, you cannot be a spectator and look at things because you will definitely run off the road because these curves, again, they're pretty wicked there. And some of these places you can get up a little bit of speed, but you better watch it. Look at this curve right here. I can tell you this is a sharp curve right here. I can hear my brake, my foot pedal scraping on that one a little bit. Woo. Now when you're coming through here, I can tell you, you need to have your hands close to the edge of your handlebar, and in order to make these curves you're going to have to just pay attention like this white line, follow that white line and keep pushing down on your right hand, push it away from you to make it cut and dig into this curve because you do not want to go over the yellow line. And that's a 180 curve right there, looks like. So but people come from all over the place just to ride this thing, just to see what it's like. And I tell you what, It really does feel like the Dragon. There's Goldwing. This one, you get a little bit of the sense of what it feels like to ride a crotch rocket through here. A little bit. I'm not going as fast as the guys on the crotch rocket. Focus though on this white line right here, because you just don't know how much that's going to be. And push down with your right hand slowly, not hard, slowly, but you got to make that curve. Push down with your left hand here to make this curve right here. And if you got to touch your brakes, feather your brakes. Feather your brakes. Just barely touch your brakes to slow yourself down. You can lean over a lot right there. I'm trying not to scrub my foot pedals too much. Woo. He turned hard in that one. Oh, this is a 180 right here. See how we lean in there. Dead squirrel. If you see something dead in the road on something like this kind of road, do not try to avoid hitting it if you don't want to wreck. That's a newer Goldwing right there. And like we got what, 4 guys in front of us, so anytime you're riding a road like this, there's a possibility, somebody could have a wreck or something. So you want to keep your distance a little bit just in case. See our sign again. But that's with any road right here. Any road that you're on, you might as well just pretend there's signs like that everywhere, because you don't know. They don't always have a sign to warn you about the road. Another thing too right here, like I'm slowing down for him. So you not only have to negotiate the turn, swing out, cut in hard, cut it in hard. You have to keep eye on the guy in front of you and make sure you don't run into him. I'm scrubbing pedals on that sound like. And you don't want to crowd the guy in front of you either. You don't want to get on his tail end either. That would be disrespectful. Shift down one. Let's see how his bike leans. That's swing out, cut back in. Swing out to the right, cut back in. Swing out to the left, cut back in, right. If you swing out on these curves, curves, like swing out to the left, swing to the right now. It makes it easier for you to cut into them. Somebody slammed on the brake or took off right there. All I'm focused on is that white line and that curve right there, because that's all that really matters. This is one of the beauties of the Goldwing. Like the guy in front of me, the Goldwing has all these lights in the back. You know, it's like a car in the way it lights up in the back. And being that way, people can see you better. The motorcycle in front of him, I don't know if that's Triumph or what, but it's only got that one little light. And I put some extra lights in the back with a LED flashers or something so people can see you better. Now the guy in front of me there, he took that curve a little strong. I can see his pedal almost hit. Almost scrubbed in that. Woo, I'm glad my pedals aren't stationary, because they were scrubbing all around that curve right there. But remember, don't ride any faster than you feel comfortable. Now that one curve, my pedal scrubbed all the way around that curve. That's a really nice Goldwing in front of me though. South. They generally tell you too, don't use your front brake so much in these kind of curves, and don't hit your brakes period in a curve. They tell you to speed up a little bit, but I can tell you, ooh, that's sand. Woo! I felt that one. Now, I was trying to straighten up in that sand. Now, that's a lesson on that sand right there. When you see sand like that, you're going to slide. I was trying to miss it too. But yeah, somebody needs to take a broom and sweep that sand off the road right there. But when you're coming in these curves and stuff, you only got, you know, split second to make a reaction. But when I saw that sand back there, I knew, like, I'm going to slide. But I was trying to, you can, even in a curve, you can tilt the bike back up into kind of like a vertical position. Not quite a vertical, but that'll help you get through that sand. Now you imagine one of these guys right here on a crotch rocket, really skinning it back, and he hits that sand, he's going to fall. Let's see, like I'm leaning right here. I don't know if you can tell if I'm leaning. Well, I'm leaning. But I don't have to lean. I can sit up like this right here. My bike will lean. You know, just all how you do it. I mean, see, I can have my head straight, and my bike can just, I can lean it right and left, just like these guys right here. I assume these guys are together. I don't know them, so I'm not crowding them. But it's always nice to be able to ride with somebody like this, you know. And one thing about it too is that the bike in front of you, I know this is a short curve, the bike in front of you from wet right there. You can kind of get an idea how the curve is by the way he goes into the curve, because he's ahead of you, and so the way his bike tilts gives you an idea how sharp a curve that it really is. Now if I see water, like I saw water back there, I'm a little particular about water. And if it just rained, say if it started raining, in the first 15 minutes after a rain, you know, all the oils are going to start to come up off the asphalt, and it'll make it slippery for you. That's the worst time. After 20-25 minutes or so, it'll wash off that oil. Now you see that big truck that just came through here? If you're not in your lane and you know you're manipulating, you know, that could be bad luck. A truck like that, you get hit by something like that. And right here I'm doing about 70, and I'm braking because I don't know this curve. Remember that when you go into a curve, you never know how sharp a curve that is until you've got out of it. Now that right there was a really sharp curve. And my pedals were scrubbing on that one. I could feel my feet scrubbing the asphalt on that one. And that was my foot, not just the foot pedals. When you're riding like this, it's kind of like a ballet, you know, it becomes natural in a sense. Now we're getting to the end of the Diamondback. This 226A is the Diamondback. Hey guys, that sand got a little rough back there. You see that sand, that curve? Did you see that sand and the curve back there? I got fished that just a little bit. Yeah, you take care. This is the same highway, but it's making the loop back. It's making the loop back to where we started at.